You're not old. You're not old enough to remember 1970s, but I am. It looked like a freshman game out there towards the end. You had eight or nine freshmen on offense. Can you expand about that and what the future looks like for you?
Yeah, that I don't. I think in the course of a game, you don't really realize you just got players in there. But if you're watching the film, you're like, okay, there's a true freshman at left tackle. There's a true freshman at running back. A true freshman at quarterback. 2 or 3 at wide out. So it's that's an invaluable experience for sure. And we thought into camp, so boy, we got a pretty good freshman class. And some of them are going to probably contribute, and they are. And so it's pretty exciting for the future. But we're as coaches and everybody else is, the future for us is, we want right now. I mean, you can think about what's going to happen in the next couple of years when these guys get in the weight room and get experience in the system and all that. But what we're trying to do is what we can do to win right now.
Hey, Rich, Scotty's numbers a little bit down in the run game, some others coming up. Just what are you seeing in the committee approach right now, the run game that you like, and specifically what are you seeing in Scotty right now?
Well, Scotty's fine. He's still playing well. He had another good game. Didn't have as many carries and didn't. I mean, that's a pretty good defense. So that had something to do with it. But we in our mind we feel that all three. I'm talking about with Snoop, Jarian, and Scotty get an equal number of carries, and they're all done some pretty good stuff. And now with John Rice had some. I don't know how many times he ran it, but he's another guy that can run. And so, we kind of, purposely we want to have, certain touches for so many guys, but the way it worked out there, Jarian and Snoop got a little bit longer runs, and probably John Rice did as well.
Just dovetailing off of that with the run game, and you're talking about the freshman class, just the impact that Jarian Ely has had. I mean, how much of a luxury is that you have a young guy that's getting it and, getting it early on here? Yeah,
we thought that in recruiting him, that we needed some dynamic guys on offense in particular, that would touch the ball. What you don't know is when you get here, how quickly can they learn the system. And Coach Nix has done a great job with Jarian. He's very comfortable with all the stuff we're doing at running back, and I think he's learning some of the slot plays as well. So when we're trying to get him in different spots throughout in our offense, and he's a great young man, worked really hard. He is probably, obviously, one of our most explosive guys offensively. So his role will continue to go as he gets more and more in tune with our system and all that. He'll play multiple positions for us, and we've got to get him the ball some because he's pretty dynamic.
I guess I'll be the one. Quarterback situation.
Quarterback.
All the different
you waited
scenarios.
3 minutes.
You got time.
Yeah. So what do you want to know? What's going on?
Yeah.
Well, hell, let me be honest with you. If I knew exactly today who was going to start, what we're going to do, why the heck would I tell you? I mean, seriously. I mean, there's no benefit other than you get to write about it and all that. So there's probably, unless Luke changes his mind, there's absolutely zero chance of me telling you anything about the quarterback situation till post-game Saturday. So, but I thought that, I hope Matt can get healthy. Thought John Rice, for his first game as a true freshman in that environment, did some good things, and even Grant, when he went in there, did some good things. Beyond that, I'll see you Saturday.
Rich, Matt did say that kind of no matter what, you'll see a package of plays for Plumlee and kind of utilize his feet. How does that kind of change what you guys do offensively now that you've seen what he can do running the ball in game action?
Not much. I mean, the plays we were running with John Rice were the same plays we were running, with everybody since spring ball. Now there's, he's, obviously got some dynamic running skills, so we ran him more than we run Matt previously. But again, this, I got to be able to manage all the quarterbacks and see who's healthy, see how Vanderbilt's going to play us, and then beyond that, see you Saturday. What time's the game? 6:30. What's that? 6 o'clock, 6:30? If it doesn't get slide, with the TV thing, about 6:35, you'll know exactly what's going to start. I'm not going to tell you what, and then seriously, after it starts, who knows where it goes from there? You know, the one thing that's different that I've always done, I've never really, I know quarterback you can only play one quarterback at a time typically, but you know, I've never really managed that position any differently. I mean, in practice, whatever, we roll guys in and out. So it's not like some people, you know, your first quarterback gets all the reps and then your backups get very little reps throughout the week. I've never done that. I've always given a lot of guys reps.
How does John Rice's ability as just that dynamic runner kind of open things up for just the rest of the rushing attack?
Well, certainly if you know, I've said that even when Matt's in there, you know, we got to play with 11. I've always thought that, you know, and throughout the years I've had some quarterbacks that were obviously really, really fast, but they've all been and have to be at least willing runners. So you're playing with 11.
On Plumlee, some of the incompletions, when you went back and looked at the film, was there some commonality to those, a theme, or was it, you know, you just missed some throws?
Yeah, we didn't get open. We didn't throw it accurately. You talking about some of the incomplete? Yeah, some of them, they made some really good plays. Even they got a really good secondary. They got a couple corners. We got to work really hard. Coach Peeler does a great job, and we got some young wideouts. But we got to work really hard at getting some separation and getting off some of that man coverage stuff. And again, we knew it was going to be a challenge with their secondary, but we're going to see that in every game in our league. So, you know, that's part of a point of emphasis this week is trying to get some separation and for all the guys in some of the press coverages.
Have you ever in the past used an offense that utilized 2 quarterbacks in game, or would this be a first time for you if Matt is healthy?
Oh, let's see, it's probably happened just about every spot. Let's see, I had 2. Let's see, Denard Robinson, Tate Forcier at Michigan, had Khalil Tate and Dawkins at Arizona, had Pat White and Adam Bednarik at West Virginia, Woody Dantzler, Brandon Streeter at Clemson. Tulane, I just had Sean King, but he had a little backup that was pretty good too, and Jeff Curtis. But just about everywhere, yeah. So. Well, it go back to, it would be a challenge if your system was, okay, the ones take 6 or 7 reps and then the twos take 2 or 3 reps. The way we practice, our twos take as many reps as our ones. And we try to get a lot of plays in practice, but I think doing that, you know, allows all the guys that are with the second group to at least know and have some experience running the plays.
Chuck opened this can of worms with all the quarterback stuff. Just
yeah,
go
I
back
know it's
to
going
that
on for a few minutes.
But you know, you mentioned early in the year that no bad habits in that room, 3 freshmen. That part of it's still really unique. Now that you've seen all 3 of them on the field, how do you project them down the road?
Well, it's still early. I thought it was a pretty good group, and again, they're true. You know, Matt's a redshirt freshman. The rest are true freshmen. They're still learning. They're learning every week. They get a little different coverage, a little different scheme against them. You know, I think the experience has been invaluable. You know, I know they're going to keep if they are what I think they are, and the work habit's really good, and they come in extra for watching film and doing all that. You know, they'll keep getting better. Now they may have bad moments, and there'll be times like, gosh, you know. I have to remind myself that he's a freshman. You know, sometimes he'll make a mistake, but if they keep progressing like they are, it's pretty exciting. And then we'll recruit 1 or 2 every year, you know, to bring more competition. And then, as you all know, it seems like nowadays, you know, a lot of quarterbacks will bail out if they're not the guy right away. But you know, it could happen here, but I don't see that. I think all of the guys in the group have been all in and have worked really hard and are competitive and know that we're not, adverse to playing multiple guys there. And I think that's what's different. Sometimes people say, well, you got to just put one quarterback in and ride him and all that kind of stuff. I don't know why you treat it differently in any other position.
I mean, you kind of just talked about this right at the end there, but do you like playing multiple quarterbacks,
Doesn't
or is it
bother
something
me.
that you just do till you find the guy?
I don't know. Some people say, oh, you can't do that. You got to give them a rhythm. Why? I mean, if they're ready to. I mean, if they're good enough. I always said that for every position, and that's kind of my, thoughts. And I'm sure most of the coaches are the same way. If you're good enough to win with, you play. And if you're not good enough to win with, it's your job and our job as coaches to try to get you there. It's as simple as that.